Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Rev Mickey and my friend John.
Good morning, everyone.
This is one of those moments where we just gonna let the Spirit lead us.
Yep.
So what you want to talk about today?
So today, something that hit my mind this morning. It's a little activity I did with my students yesterday, but it was focused on happiness. Focused on happiness, and one of the main topics was finding your happiness and joy through trials and tribulations. And I had them just basically give me a couple examples of when they went through tough times, but they were still able to feel happy, feel joy, feel peace.
Let me ask you a question first.
Yes, ma'am.
What is happiness?
Happiness, it's been an up and down roller coaster for me. But as I became more wise with the word, happiness is peace and comfort and joy within the things that are appropriate for your life.
So it's like an internal view. Like, I'm happy to be alive.
Right.
Versus, I'm happy I got a new pair of Jordans.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So you're saying that when I lost my daddy, where is the happiness in that for a teenager?
For a teenager, right. So good question. I find happiness in that type of situation to be the teenager is able to reflect and remember the good times they had with the loved one. Whether that's going to get ice cream, a birthday party, whatever, but just remembering those sentimental memories. Because like you said, some people see happiness as getting something physical. Mm-hmm. But today, happiness is something that goes deeper into physical.
Right. And I think that's a hard concept to grasp. I know when I was young and growing up, I grew up in the church. So the Bible, faith, that was all I heard.
Right.
And so I know for me, when my grandmother died, I used to always pray, God heal her, God heal her, God heal her. And then she died. And I was mad at God. You're not supposed to.
Yeah. Right.
Where is the happiness in that? Because for me, I prayed to the person that could fix it. Yeah. And my fixing it wasn't his fixing.
Right.
And so it wasn't until I got older that I understood there is life in death.
Amen.
But for kids, adults,
yeah,
you go through struggles and trials, and oftentimes you question, okay, where is God in this?
Right.
A tragic car accident, your loved one dies. Where is the happiness in that? So what can we do? Or what do we need to do to be in that place where even in the midst of suffering, we know that God is present?
I believe that we need to not run from the emotions. A lot of the times we get angry, we get sad, and we just want to bottle it up, and then we go to other alternatives to ease that pain. We got to face the emotions. We can't run from it. If we're running, then it's going to catch up to us. Right. But the more that we run, the longer the happiness is going to come. And it's going to prolong it. God just wants us to go through the emotions. Understand his plan. Try to understand his plan. Because the more that we understand what he has set for that person or whatever happened, that scenario, it's to build us to be stronger. It's to build us to be more grateful for that person that we lost. It's a tool to say, hey, that person taught me how to have finances. That person taught me how to love my family. So it's basically teaching us you find happiness through pain.
Right.
And that's what the world fights so much.
Mm-hmm.
So we are trying so hard to get happiness through vacations, right, and all the materialistic and worldly stuff. Yeah. But we got to go deeper.
Right. And I think another lesson to learn is that even in loss, we can learn to appreciate ourselves.
Yes.
Learn to appreciate that life is what a vapor. And so when we experience losses, it ought to help us to appreciate what we have. Mm-hmm. We're coming up on Christmas. Just came out of Thanksgiving. A lot of persons have lost loved ones. A lot of persons don't have gifts unto Christmas. Where is the happiness?
Happiness is, that's a good question. I said happiness is in God. Now, for some people that may struggle with God and have anger towards God because they don't have gifts, because they don't have family, that's when you gotta dig deep in yourself and just think about the good times. You might want to be sad and mad in the moment, but God, thank you for allowing me to be here.
Right.
Thank you for allowing me to have another year of Christmas with family, without family. But thank you for allowing me to experience you. So I think that's where we have to understand it's not always on what we have around us.
Right.
It's how we see the things that are not there.
And who we have around us.
Yeah.
Who we're connected to matters. So I think the challenge and the blessing in this is to make those relationships, make those connections. Be a blessing to those that don't have.
Right.
When you see persons on the corner asking for food or asking for things, especially the holiday season, they might be going up to a tent or they might be going to a homeless shelter.
Yeah.
Think of the sacrifices or the blessing that you can give. Take them something to eat. Right. Give them a jacket. Because even in the midst of your struggling, one thing that I've learned, in the midst of struggling and pain, we're still commissioned to be a blessing to somebody else. Mm-hmm. So not to get caught up in the pain of.
Right. And on top of that, I personally find that you find more happiness when you contribute when you're struggling.
Right.
Because it's like, wow, like I don't have nothing. I only got $2 to my name, and I see the person down the street, they got nothing.
Right.
Let me get my $2 so they can at least be okay.
Right.
And you feel happy with yourself because one, you know you did something good, but two, you know that person's gonna enjoy the gift that you blessed them with. Mm-hmm. The same way God blesses us with happiness.
Right. And this just came to me, so I thank you, Lord. There's purpose in your pain.
Correct.
So even in the suffering, there's a reason. Oftentimes we don't want to acknowledge it. Yeah. There's a reason for our suffering. There's a reason for the pain. There's a reason for the trials that we go through.
That's good.
And the purpose is to what? To be a blessing to somebody else.
Right.
Because your pain is a testimony for somebody else.
Right.
If I can help you not go through the path that I went through, then I should be transparent enough to be able to help you along the way.
Exactly.
So happiness.
Happiness.
Just an internal thing.
Internal.
I'm happy that you're here.
I'm happy that
you came to me and said you had a word.
See?
God what?
God does it.
God does.
When we don't know, He does it. He fulfills the gaps.
And He heals the pain. So listen, go find your happiness.
Find your happiness, create your testimony, and spread it.
Peace and blessings.
Peace.